Welcome to our channel. Today, we are embarking on an incredible journey into the fascinating world of numismatics as we explore a remarkable piece of American currency, the 1977 quarter dollar that has garnered a jaw-dropping valuation of $686 million due to an array of errors and mistakes made during its production, which not only makes it an intriguing object of monetary interest but also a significant artifact in the field of coin collecting. The story of this quarter is one of the serendipitous intersection between human error and value creation, showcasing how the slight misalignment of a die, an incorrect strike, or a deviation in material composition can transform a routine minting process into a phenomenon that enthralls collectors and investors alike. In the world of coins, rarity is king, and when a collector gets their hands on a coin with unusual characteristics that deviate from the norm, especially one that emerges from a mundane year like 1977, it creates not just monetary worth but also a historical narrative that captures the imagination. Coin collectors, or numismatists as they often prefer to be called, understand deeply how flaws can elevate a coin from mere currency to a dazzling collectible. In this respect, the 1977 quarter dollar has many tales to tell. To fully appreciate the value of the 1977 quarter, one must consider the minting process and the various intricate steps involved in producing coins that regularly circulate in our economy. In 1977, the U.S. Mint was in the midst of producing millions of coins, including the quarter dollar, which was part of a long-established series. During this routine operation, however, a few critical mistakes occurred that would ultimately elevate this particular quarter to a valuation that most would find astonishing. One of the most notorious errors associated with the 1977 quarter is the die doubling phenomenon. When dies are prepared for minting, they are engraved with the necessary design elements, including inscriptions, dates, and images representing various national symbols. Die doubling occurs when, due to mechanical or human error, the coin is struck multiple times in such a way that the design appears etched in overlapping layers. With the 1977 quarter, some have exhibited this rare die doubling effect characterized by a blurred or ghosted appearance in the inscription 1977, creating the illusion of duplication. Collectors seeking out error coins are particularly enthusiastic about this type of flaw, as die doubling is not commonly found, adding a layer of intrigue and demand that drives the value appreciably higher. The fact that this doubling imperfection carries such interest derives not only from its rarity but also from the aesthetic it brings. It transforms a regular quarter into something that effectively tells the story of its creation and the unusual circumstances that surrounded its production. Another striking variant observed in the 1977 quarter dollar is the off-center strike that emerged from certain coins minted that year. An off-center strike occurs when a coin's blank planchet is not properly aligned in the minting press at the time of striking, resulting in an imbalanced appearance where one side of the coin looks significantly larger than the opposite side. This unique characteristic can yield stunning visual effects, making the coin look as if it has been cut or shortened at one end. The eccentricity and allure of such a coin make it appealing not only to error coin collectors but also to those who appreciate the artistic implications of these imperfections. Coins with off-center strikes frequently fetch impressive sums at auctions, as collectors are aware that they represent unique examples of faulty minting that can no longer be produced or replicated, effectively making each piece one of a kind. These prominent mistakes, the die doubling and off-center strike, underscore the idea that the value of a coin isn't purely determined by its denomination or its year of production but is heavily influenced by the circumstances, uniqueness, and narrative it carries. Furthermore, another layer of complexity arises from the potential variations in the materials used for the minting of the 1977 quarters. Coins are typically composed of specific alloys crafted to meet defined standards set by the U.S. Mint. For the quarter dollar, this generally consists of a combination of copper and nickel. However, during the hectic minting process, production errors may have led to unusual discrepancies in the metal composition of some 1977 quarters. If a coin were to be minted using an improper alloy or an unexpected percentage of metal, it could considerably alter not only the coin's physical characteristics but also its collectible value. A quarter that displays anomalous metallic properties might possess a much higher value due to its rarity and the compelling story behind its misproduction, especially if it's proven that the coin deviates from the expected composition used during that production run. Collectors are particularly keen on acquiring coins that display misprints or melting errors, as these represent not only a unique opportunity for investment but also a connection to the fascinating narrative of numismatic history. The concept of rarity further amplifies the allure of the 1977 quarter dollar. Every coin that contains an error is a limited release item, especially when the errors in question are no longer being produced or replicated. In numismatics, specific error coins are often categorized into tiers based on their frequency, with rarer examples commanding substantially higher market prices. As the demand for rare error coins has surged in recent years, collectors find themselves in increasingly competitive bidding wars, driving the prices of coins like the 1977 quarter into an astounding realm. The very perception of what constitutes valuable currency has undergone a significant shift. With inflation influencing the financial landscape, tangible assets like coins are being viewed as more than just objects of monetary exchange. They are considered investments that have the potential to preserve and even appreciate in value. So when it comes to the 1977 quarter dollar, what was once a lowly quarter designed for use in day-to-day transactions has become a sought-after collectible, elevating it to the status of art and investment. The historical significance behind error coins is also worth considering. These coins, especially ones with notable imperfections, can provide insight into the minting techniques and challenges of their respective eras. For instance, the production issues that emerged in 1977 reflect broader patterns within the coinage industry, showcasing how manufacturing processes can lead to unintended consequences despite the best technological advancements in minting. Each era piece stands as a reminder of the human and technological interplay at the heart of currency production, a narrative that heightens its appeal among collectors who value such minutiae and context. In the age of the internet, information about error coins and specific pieces like the 1977 quarter dollar has become more accessible than ever, leading to a burgeoning community enveloped in the charm of coin collecting. Online platforms dedicated to buying and selling collectibles, alongside social media groups and forums, have ignited discussions revolving around numismatics. This digital space has not only increased the visibility of error coins but also fostered a surge in valuation as collectors enthusiastically share their knowledge and discoveries. Auctions that previously might have drawn limited interest have now become hotbeds of competitive bidding, all thanks to the newfound enthusiasm for error coin collecting. The community around error coins thrives on discovery, fostering an appreciation for how even small errors can yield large payoffs. Imagine the anticipation of stumbling across a 1977 quarter that exhibits one of these remarkable errors while searching through change at local stores or estate sales. Such tales further enrich the narrative surrounding error coins. They come to symbolize quests infused with luck, skill, and a keen eye for details that might initially go unnoticed by the untrained observer. Beyond the immediate monetary valuation, each coin captures a moment in time, reflecting both the innocence of everyday transactions and the fierce passion cultivated by the numismatic community. As we continue to probe deeper into the intricacies of the 1977 quarter dollar and its astounding valuation, it's worthwhile to consider just how the narrative surrounding such coins evolves over time. As research and interest in error coins expand, the possibility of new discoveries remains endless. Each examination of a quarter finds collectors scrutinizing their collections, seeking the unseen that may elevate their pieces from simple coins into priceless treasures. The realm of error coin collecting is characterized by an ongoing journey of innovation, knowledge accumulation, and the thrill of the hunt, elements that bond collectors uniquely despite the generational gaps. The market for rare coins is not bound by conventions. It thrives on shifts in public sentiment, the allure of speculative investment, and a budding appreciation for how history informs value. The remarkable valuation of the 1977 quarter dollar at $686 million, while seemingly extravagant, encapsulates all of these factors, illustrating how errors made in the ordinary process of minting can exert extraordinary influences on the perception and worth of a simple coin. In summary, this captivating quarter serves not merely as currency, but as a glimmering emblem of what can transpire when elements converge unexpectedly to yield remarkable results. Next, the 1968 quarter dollar is not just a simple piece of currency. It has become an astonishing artifact in the world of numismatics, commanding a staggering valuation of $700 million due to a series of unique errors and mistakes that took place during its minting process, capturing the imagination of collectors and investors alike. The 1968 quarter is a seemingly ordinary coin, yet it embodies a story rich with intrigue, showcasing how minor deviations from the intended production process can lead to the emergence of incredibly rare and valuable collectibles. People often overlook the significance of these common coins. However, for those who understand the nuances of coin collecting, the existence of error coins like the 1968 quarter serves as a reminder of the fascinating interplay between human error, technology, and the perception of value. In the numismatic world, errors are not simply seen as flaws, they are regarded as unique characteristics that enhance a coin's desirability. The story of the 1968 quarter begins at the US Mint, where thousands of coins were produced to meet the demands of daily commerce. Most coins produced during this time circulate unnoticed, but occasionally, manufacturing anomalies arise that give certain coins a distinct edge. Among these anomalies are what are known as double dies, where the engraving on the coin shows signs of having been struck more than once, resulting in a blurry or ghosted appearance in the design elements such as the date, mint mark, or inscriptions. In the case of the 1968 quarter, certain coins have been found that exhibit this double die phenomenon, particularly in the inscriptions and date markings. Collectors are always on the lookout for these types of errors, as they are relatively rare and can significantly boost the coin's value, turning what is normally a 5-cent piece into a priceless treasure. This specific double die error has made the 1968 quarter dollar not just a collectible, but a pivotal piece of history that bridges the gap between mundane currency and extraordinary numismatic value. Furthermore, there are accounts of the 1968 quarter that exhibit the notorious off-center strike. This type of error occurs when the blank planchet is not perfectly aligned within the coin press during the striking process. As a result, the coins appear to be imbalanced, with one side being larger than the other, which adds a unique and irregular charm to their appearance. Off-center strikes can be visually captivating and command high prices among error coin collectors, who are often willing to pay significant premiums to own a piece with such noteworthy characteristics. For a coin such as the 1968 quarter dollar, which was produced in a time when numerous minting processes were being refined, the occurrence of multiple off-center strikes adds to the rarity and draws interest from both seasoned collectors and casual observers alike. Beyond just the striking errors, the metal composition of the 1968 quarter also plays a critical role in its valuation. The standard composition of a quarter dollar at that time was a blend of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. However, unusual circumstances during production sometimes resulted in unexpected alterations to these blends, leading to instances where coins were inadvertently manufactured with incorrect materials. Coins containing such anomalies tend to be especially sought after by collectors, particularly if proven that their compositions deviate from the standard and expected alloy ratios. For the 1968 quarter, upon discovering a piece with a detectable difference in alloy content, the allure of possessing a unique example of monetary history further elevates its potential value in the marketplace. In addition to these well-known errors, the interest in the 1968 quarter has been buoyed by a deeper understanding of the significance of mint marks. Mint marks serve as identifiers of where the coin was produced, and the presence or absence of a mint mark can influence the desirability and value of a coin. The Philadelphia Mint, for instance, did not place mint marks on its coins in 1968, leading to some confusion in modern evaluations and discussions surrounding the quarter's rarity. Collectors often discuss how the absence of a mint mark affects the coin's worth. Pieces from other minting facilities, like the Denver Mint, can have different valuations based on their minting history and quantity produced. Thus, the extraordinary valuation of the 1968 quarter dollar within the numismatic community stems not only from the errors and mistakes involved in its production but also from the evolving understanding of what constitutes rarity and desirability among collectors. The marketplace for unique era coins like the 1968 quarter operates on the foundational principles of both rarity and demand, bolstered by a vibrant community of enthusiasts who actively seek to uncover and preserve such artifacts of American currency. As interest in collectibles continues to rise, the relationship between collectors and these unique pieces strengthens an ecosystem where values can skyrocket based on newfound desirability and market dynamics. The astronomical valuation of $700 million hanging over the 1968 quarter dollar speaks to the power of effective storytelling within the numismatic community, the tale of an ordinary quarter transformed into an exceptional collectible as a result of the myriad imperfections that arose during the minting process. With each coin serving as a physical representation of history and chance, era coins possess a charm that appeals to both the scholarly, who appreciate them for their historical implications, and the casual collector, who is simply drawn in by the thrill of the find. The 1968 quarter embodies this nexus point where discovery, narrative, and value converge, making it a significant artifact not just for collectors but for those interested in understanding the broader context of currency and its place in America's monetary history. As interest in the tangible aspect of collecting continues to gain traction among younger generations and seasoned investors alike, the potential for discovering hidden treasures in change or at estate sales only heightens the allure that coins like the 1968 quarter hold. It serves as a reminder that, with a little bit of luck and a discerning eye, what seems like just a piece of pocket change could very well hold the key to an impressive return on investment, thereby fostering a culture of inquiry and respect among collectors while promoting the appreciation of craftsmanship and innovation within the minting industry. Such artifacts challenge our understanding of value, forcing us to redefine what it means to possess something of worth in a world where traditional indicators of value often fall short. In summary, the 1968 quarter dollar, marked by its remarkable $700 million valuation, serves as a captivating case study within the sphere of numismatics. It exemplifies how even small mistakes can create a ripple effect in the collectible market, leading to dizzying heights of valuation through the combined forces of rarity, demand, and community enthusiasm. As we delve deeper into the story of the 1968 quarter and its alluring eras, we uncover a rich tapestry of narratives woven through time, highlighting the inherent value found not only in the coin itself but also in the shared journey of collectors, investors, and enthusiasts who continue to elevate the significance of such seemingly humble objects in our modern society. This discourse encourages us to reflect on the intersections of history, culture, and human endeavor that shape not only the coins we encounter but the broader landscape of the collectibles market, reminding us to continually seek out and cherish the extraordinary amid the ordinary. Therefore, the 1968 quarter dollar beckons us to explore its many facets, to embrace the stories that lie within its imperfections, and to celebrate the connections that bind collectors together in their shared passion for uncovering the hidden gems of our monetary heritage.